Hello there, ladies and who am I kidding? Guy. Uh, uh, yeah, this is a show that I can't even remember the name of now because we haven't done this in a while. Um,
Um, I can't even
Gobbly
think.
Donk.
Gobbly Donk.
It's the Gobbly Donk show. That's what it is. Yeah, so we've decided that we're going to do this because I came across we've seen this trailer before, but we decided to do this because I came across yet another comic book resources article, another pearl clutchy CBR article
No.
to do with this video.
You thought we were getting stale.
We're getting stale. Yeah, we took a break to think about what it was that we wanted to do. To really think, to really mull it over, and we've come back and we're back and we're fresh. We're fresher than that girl that was in that advert a long time ago. Where she's talking to her mum. And she's having that awkward conversation.
Which one's this? I might have seen it. I don't know.
Anyways, so
Is she talking about the sex?
well, it's something involving the sex.
Ah.
It really depends what kind of guy you are, though. Anyways, so we decided to look at the Batwoman trailer. To first have a look at the Batwoman trailer, and then look at the CBR article in question. First of all, how much of the CW stuff have you actually seen?
Well, I think you showed me one episode once.
I showed you an episode of Arrow.
Yeah.
I believe it must have been start of season 4 because it was what's his face was there? It was Damien Dark. I can't remember the guy's name that plays him. He's one of those guys you see in a lot of things popping up. Neil, it's Neil McDonough or something like that?
No, it's him.
Yeah, it's him. And you see, I don't actually mind the first couple of seasons of Arrow. It's entertaining enough, sort of typical TV fluff. It's nothing too horrible up until the point where it's basically like you get to be Green Arrow and you get to be Green. Like everyone gets to be some form of Green Arrow. Like his sister, who for the most part is just like just your typical sort of rich girl, gets trained to be almost as good a fighter as Oliver Queen. Like, what? It just got so stupid because But I remember the first fight you see between her and Oliver, and she just lashes this kick out at him, and it's one of the worst kicks I've ever seen in a show.
And does it defeat him?
Well, no. Of course it doesn't. He just bats it away like it's a fucking mosquito.
Well, it'd be funny if he did, actually.
It would be pretty funny, he just went flying. Girl power, Speaking of girl power, I haven't seen any of the other CW shows. I think I saw an episode of Flash once. I barely remember it. I think it had Felicity Smoke from Arrow in it. And I saw a clip of Supergirl, which honestly reminded me of Power Rangers, the way that it was, the way the villains were, how they were fighting in a sort of grassy mid-city area. It reminded me so much of Power Rangers, which I guess isn't too bad a thing, but I did feel somewhat nostalgic. But yeah. So, like I was saying, speaking of girl power, we're going to have a look at the new Batwoman thing, which I remember when it was found out who was going to be Batwoman. What was her name?
Yeah, Ruby Rose.
Ruby Rose. Yeah, I think she's in John Wick 2, isn't
Yes.
she? She's
She's
that silent, boyish-looking woman.
Yeah.
Whose name I can't remember. John Wick 2 is great, by the way. Watch John Wick 2.
Yes.
But she got announced as being Batwoman, and then the social justice warriors started. They were the ones that started complaining about it because it was decided that she wasn't gay enough. I don't know how gay they wanted her to be, you know.
Oh, I just can't think of these kind of
Like
people.
she's just constantly wearing a woman like a beard everywhere she goes. She's that gay. But yeah, like that's really the only complaints that I could remember seeing about her being cast as Batwoman. You know, people were just like, okay, fine. You know, I mean, we all know it's Carol Kane, isn't it? Because I've only ever read one Batwoman comic.
Carol Kane, is it Kathy Kane? I remember there's an old. I remember seeing a Batwoman back in the day, back in the 70s comics.
Yeah.
So, it's like
the one that we've got now, the one with the shock of red hair and everything, you know, that's something Kane. But I only read one comic that you loaned me. It was a Greg Rucka one with J.H. Williams III doing the artwork. You know, I remember the artwork being good. The story, I'd have to read it again to be honest. But
who knows?
Who knows? Maybe I could give it another bash. But
I only really gave you that because it was, like, I remember Batwoman turning up in a later when some of those Batman Robin comics.
Yeah.
You got, but
yeah. That was it. That was you trying to get me updated on a certain sort of Batman.
I didn't hire that much, honestly. She just turned up. It was just
So, that's the only real complaints that I remember about her being cast. But here we go. Let's have a look at the trailer.
Crows represent order, security, safety.
decay. Like picking at like seagulls' corpses in car parking lots. That's my experience.
My experience of
crows. A crow trying to lift a dead seagull and so and just failing because it was scared of us.
You know what? I haven't seen it. I haven't actually seen. I haven't actually seen a crow doing that. I've seen a seagull doing that to a pigeon corpse. Like trying. The seagull grabbed hold of the pigeon corpse when a car came along. It was savaging it in the middle of the road. And a car came along, and the seagull picked up the pigeon corpse, and but then the car came underneath it, and the seagull couldn't hold on to the pigeon anymore, so it just dropped it on the car windscreen, and it rolled off. Yeah, birds like urban birds in Scotland are amazing. You know? Should you see the seagulls here? This just goes to show you how much this trailer has already enthralled us. But with its fantastic soundtrack,
it's not uniform at all.
Not a totally ubiquitous line in a. Some kind, like a tune, because you're always hearing that. It is kind of synth wavy, but it's the standard, But
just wait for the wang to show up.
Yeah. Yeah. We're waiting for
trying to do both at the same time.
Stop. Right, you go. Just keep going. We did it better. See, well, just wait. Our new album is out on iTunes.
Which is literally called.
That's the name of it. Yeah, it's the latest release from C&C Music Factory. They're coming back. So, anyways, let's continue.
Batman gave up on us. The Bat's not
Why would he?
back.
What?
Oh, here we go. There it is. We got it.
Yeah, but why did he give up?
Well, why did he give up?
What is this taking place in a continuity? Is this like in the middle between Dark Knight and Dark Knight Rises?
Well, yeah, it does kind of look like they're trying to get that Nolan aesthetic from the Nolan movies.
Why? It's just
I don't know why.
It's done. That's done.
Yeah, that's done.
As much as I'd actually take that back at this point, the Nolan Batman movies, but
yeah, I mean,
because it's not.
Yeah, the Nolan movies kind
and
of.
I didn't like Dark Knight Rises that much.
No, I didn't like it very much either. I started off really liking it, and then I watched it again, and it was like
the minute that film started, I just checked out.
Yeah,
I something about it.
It was kind of unrecognizable as a Batman movie. I mean, like the second film, yes, it had that sort of, it had that kind of sprawling crime thriller sort of thing going on, but but it was still recognizable as a Batman movie, whereas Dark Knight Rises wasn't really.
No.
I mean, Batman's not even in the movie for the most part. It's Bruce Wayne moaning about his broken back in a fucking underground prison somewhere in fucking Uzbekistan or some shit like that. Chesnekos lands. Yeah. Which will probably soon also be in control of Putin. Yeah. But anyways, let's continue with this stuff.
Hides everywhere.
Hello, said Alice. Shall we believe the crows will protect us?
Agent Morgan, copy.
It's just god, like it just looks so standard, doesn't it? But the thing is, like, we've seen the trailer before.
I mean, the villain's a fucking millennial.
Yeah.
I'm just like, yay!
We believe the crows will protect us. Whatever.
Selfie stick. That's her weapon.
She's got a selfie stick. She's gonna whip you with a selfie stick. She's gonna throw piping hot Starbucks at you. Stereotypes galore,
just
everyone. This
avocados flying.
So,
I thought you had an Alice in Wonderland thing going on.
Oh god, yeah. This is what you come here for. It's just broad sweeping generalizations and stereotypes.
Yeah. That's why. Yeah.
Stop being pussies. This is what you wanted. So yeah, it just kind of looks really, typical, But despite the fact that you can see that it's sort of trying to take on the Nolan aesthetic, but you see, you're not Batman the animated series. They took on the sort of Tim Burton aesthetic a little. Well, sort of.
Stuff in that was inspired by.
Oh, it's certainly.
The Penguin.
I mean the theme song as well, but
I mean, like the Penguin had like this little long hair. And
oh yeah, of course,
little shriveled up.
Yeah, exactly. He was. They took a lot from the Tim Burton movies, and this is coming from someone who's not even a big Tim Burton fan, but. They took that and did, though I'm not going to downplay what Bruce Timm did for it, but
no.
Yeah. But they did it well. Mm. Do you think you're going to do this well, like taking on the sort of Nolan type thing? But anyways, it gets better.
Sophie's missing. I thought you should know.
Hey, Dad.
We're gonna find her.
Then let me help.
Bad idea.
A woman?
Dad.
A woman?
Well, I never.
Dougray, right before that cut there, Dougray Scott's monocle fell off. Landed in his
walrus mustache.
Just fell into his tea.
Dad,
a woman?
Dad.
Helping a bunch of men do manly things? Well, I never. Oh God.
This what happened to staying out of it.
Oh God.
Something you'd like to report to your squad?
I hear there are Dax in this here regiment.
See, I don't know. I don't think it's like the whole that whole thing in the plot, the elegy plot line or what.
Yeah, the Greg Rucka thing. Yeah.
And the whole. You can't be in the army. You one of them rug munchers. If you just said it out loud, you can shame them by just making them look ridiculous. But I don't know. But yeah, I don't know if that's a thing. now, like you said.
I don't know. I haven't really followed up on the whole like what the
See, I would
rules are.
subvert it in this if this was a better one. I'd say like it's like yeah, we are fucking dicks, and then it goes oh fuck, well, and then it goes back to.
I want to see that script. I want just you type that up and send it to me. I want to see that written.
Well,
the soldiers are the drill sergeant stands there looking a bit awkward, and then like dialogue. Well then, fucking classic.
it's so good. It's really great. But
Paddy Chayefsky would be proud. Or some other well-known screenwriter.
Yeah, well, but yeah, just like have them just brazenly admit it to their face, like I mean, it's all about he's just trying to antagonize you. That's what he does.
Yeah.
That's what Full Metal Jacket.
Yeah, that's what they do.
You know, just like he was like he's like using racial slurs all the time. Of course, he was going to do that. He just
Yeah, that was the whole point. You were getting like you were put under pressure and everything. But I don't like to say I don't know what the rules are in regards to. I'm pretty certain that's changed now. But though I don't know what the rules were necessarily before. It's not really something that I know a lot about. The whole like gays in the military thing. So. But whatever. I do remember reading that bit in Greg Rucka's Batwoman comic, and it was just like. All right, she got kicked out of the military academy because she's a dyke. All right, that's fine. I don't care. No one should. But anyways, this terrible music.
It's like Millennial threatening someone. Frying
She's
pans.
got, yeah, I know. She's got the frying pans there. Like it just goes to show that, like, it just goes to show that women just they can't resist their nature. They immediately go for kitchen implements. Next scene she's going to have a rolling pin. She's going to be grabbing a rolling pin. Like, how did you get that? We're not even anywhere near the kitchen.
Yeah, I'm just going off a tangent.
Biff Tannen.
Biff Tannen, yeah. Biff Tannen. No. A tangent, yeah. And remember that was that movie Ma?
Oh yeah, well, we haven't seen it obviously, but there's a trailer. It's basically like a sort of psycho thriller, but the villain is like a big fat black woman.
Yeah. She doesn't look like that big though. Like she looks kind of short. So I'd make her like a really big one and like curlers in her hair, and she's like, "What you doing, bud?" And she's got a rolling pin, and it's just attacking.
Maybe that's what it is. We don't know. Maybe we should go see that.
Yeah, maybe we should.
Let's see Ma.
And she goes,
Thomas.
There's a part where like a person like has to pick up like the receiver or something like, "Hello."
What? I wonder how many like boxes we can tick here. I've used the term dyke. We've started doing like sassy black woman stereotypes. We need to. We're just gonna keep going, right? We'll see where it goes. Anyway, yeah, like again, it's just that I don't know how to describe that music. It's just morose. Like it's like you're supposed to not be on medication while you're making music. All right, stop taking Valium.
Curiouser and curiouser. What do you want?
What do you want?
Fucking hell. That's a bit uncalled for.
I don't want to lose you too.
I don't want to lose you too. And you see this shot reminds me a lot of Dark Knight, like the bit with the like the truck flipping over. It reminds me a lot of that, and that's why I think they're probably going for the Nolan sort of thing. Oh, here we go.
Security. You owe my
boss a new door.
Your boss is my cousin.
That'll be Lucius Fox's son or whatever.
You were seriously not supposed to know what's down there.
So I have this thing with rolls.
They have this thing with rules, like I don't follow them, or like anything. Like I see a sign that says "keep off the grass." I like just sit there. Yeah.
Like stand on the edge of it and like look at the person who's in charge of it, just like get their attention. Go,
It's this. Look, this is the thing. People that like characters that are like sort of that are kind of renegade, rebellious types that don't follow the book, as it were. They don't stand there and go, "I'm a rebellious type who doesn't go by the book." They don't do that. They just do it.
just go like, "Ah, fuck you, fuck you, mate," and it's just like
Dirty Harry never stood there and went, "Fuck the book. I'm a rebel, man. I'm a loose cannon."
No, other people call him.
Yeah, other people call him that, but like he did stuff. He actually went and did stuff. Like he didn't stand there like, "No, really, I'm a rebel. I really am.
So rebellious.
Honest." Then I can't compare it to Dirty Harry because Dirty Harry's awesome, and this looks like a bunch of shit. But it's about to get worse.
This is where theft happens.
Theft, yeah. Well.
Where we glorify vandals.
Here we go.
I mean, we are. We're just like.
The suit is literal perfection.
It will be.
Wait.
Literal perfection.
Alright, I'm gonna go back.
I
Okay.
asked you to fix his suit.
The suit is literal perfection.
Vandal.
It will be. When it fits a woman.
Oh!
But I will say something about that line. It's just like it's fucking egotistical as fuck. Like technically, it's like and then she could follow up by saying like, oh, because I need to have it fit for me, and it will be perfect for me. It can easily be selfish.
To be fair, that line is kind of clunkier. It doesn't really roll off the tongue as well as once it fits.
Because I'm not a script writer, but
well, no, because
I'm just saying things on the cut. But I'm just saying, like, it's just it was better in my head, but now I forgot about it for a while, and then it's all coming.
Perfect. We all know that womanliness is perfection.
But it's pretty good.
It doesn't matter what Batman did. It doesn't matter all the stuff, all what he did and everything. Now it's just like, okay, now it's perfect because Batman has tits now or something. I don't know.
All I'm saying is like it would be perfect for me if it was made for me.
Batman is perfect when he's played by. I know it's not Batman, but Batman's perfect when he's played by a woman who looks like a boy.
Just always keep changing that.
Fucking, that's fucking diversity right there, But.
Greg Berlanti. Oh fuck.
Oh god, right, who was that actually? What the fuck happened there? See the leg? Nice one. So who's Greg Berlanti again? I can't remember when I'd seen his name from.
I think it was supposed to be like the.
I think he's in the he's involved in the other like CW stuff. Yeah, but anyways, just all right. This freeze frame here, perfect. But, right. Oh my god, that looks horrible. That is the most horrible fucking thing ever. There's ways to do that good. Like, I could see a lot of people look at it going, "Oh, it's really tropey and it's really cliche to have them do that pose where they jump down, and then they raise their head up and then just rise up and whatnot." Like, there's ways of doing that good. There's ways of doing it well, but you didn't do it well, love. I'm sorry, but it doesn't. To be fair on you, it doesn't help that they dressed you up in a dime store cosplay. Because, as we'll see. Oh, God.
Awesome. Hilarious. Handsome.
God.
For all we know, she might be okay in the role, but these are just the worst clips.
Yeah,
it just...
This fucking music.
Is her. You get it?
I think I'm
Oh god, I actually missed that.
You missed
I actually missed that. They did the same fucking thing in the Captain Marvel trailer. Is here her?
Jesus.
They did the same fucking thing.
It's so revolutionary, guys.
I mean, I don't understand this. Like you have tons of. Okay, look, most, let's be honest, most action movies are fronted by men, and I think it's yes, okay, it's partly because men are probably more believable in a role in which they are basically committing violence against people, especially like it's
Committing
more,
terrible crimes.
yeah, it's well, you've got I mean, look at the male prison population.
Yeah.
Though to be fair, I mean, over here in Britain, we had we had the story of the woman like drunk driving and getting into horrible accidents, and the judge was like, "If you were a man, I would have sentenced you." It's like, yeah,
We're saying like several different crimes, so it's just like make a movie about this woman.
So it's like how many women have actually been acquitted of
We should make a
terrible things?
vaguely loosely connected movie to this, like a drunk driving crazy person. Sort of adventures.
her fight. Her fight in court.
Yeah.
She's a drunk driver, and the movie's her fight in court to get the judge to say she didn't do nothing because she got a vag. So, but if you had a dick, I'd send you to jail. I'd lock you up, throw away the key.
It's like, instead, I'm gonna kill you, and it's a fight against the judge.
So, my point originally was that there's a bunch of movies, action movies in particular, where there is a female main character, and some of the most famous ones, like the Terminator movies and the Alien movies. They're some of the most famous out there, and they're acting like this is groundbreaking. Like oh God! Like,
This is poorer made than Captain Marvel. I mean, obviously.
yeah, this is more pure.
This is just more pathetic.
To be fair, I don't know how many PSAs they decided to shoehorn into this TV series. Whereas in Captain Marvel, there was entire sequences which could have been Gillette's latest marketing campaign.
Yeah.
But anyways. That's fucking problematic, young lady.
It's going to be just very problematic when that woman disappoints the little girl.
No, it's Batwoman. It's dime store Batman. It's diversity Batman. Again, I haven't read most of the Batwoman comics. I'm sure she's really good.
Really good.
I'm sure she's fantastic.
Most of her other stuff went into the New 52 stuff. I've never read that, and I don't really intend to.
Yeah, no one liked New 52. Christ, did anyone read Constantine? I did.
That was a quick admission.
I did. That was. I'm pretty certain New 52 is the reason suicide is the #1 killer for men under the age of 49 in the UK. I've no evidence for that statement. But it's something to think about. I'm just starting a dialogue.
Sorry.
All right.
I don't know, man. ICW start dialogues all the time. But then they lock the dialogue, and if anyone who tries to talk into the dialogue, you gets shot or whatever.
Yeah, but if you're gonna start a dialogue, you have to start it off with something like, "Let's unpack this."
Let's unpack this.
And then you have to, or you make a statement about something, and then you end it with, "And that's a good thing." Anyways.
I'm not about to let a man take credit for a woman's work.
Now that right there. You broke into Batman's Cave,
You're a vandal.
you stole his suit. You had it like vandalized to fit your slender, boyish body,
Petty larceny.
and you're using his gadgets. You're using his symbol. You're using his ideas, and you're sitting there going, "I'm going to let a man take credit for a woman's work." This is why I say. This is why I say, women imitate, men innovate.
Master Troll.
I am the master.
The
Indeed.
King Master Troll of Elden.
You were gonna say something?
No, but yeah, just like I don't know. I have to wonder if some of these are actually clips taken out of context. 'Cause,
Yeah, you gotta wonder. Like, I mean,
like that one especially.
yeah, that one especially. I think it's.
I'm not holding my breath at all.
I mean, what?
But
I think it might be like something tells me it'll probably be like, oh, is Batman back? You know, and people don't realize that it's actually Batwoman, and she's like, oh, I'm not about to.
yeah,
like.
I mean, technically, yeah.
And in that sense, I could sort of see what she's going for. But the thing is, it's like in the grand scheme of things, it's like you took his suit, you took his cave, you took his gadgets,
Yeah.
you took his theme, and you're acting like you. It's like that meme, you know. It's like, I made this, you made this, I made this. You know? Yeah, just. That's the one that's been, I think, has been spreading around quite a lot. Is that like, oh fuck you, you know, and it ends with a giant synthesized fart right in my face.
Dare to defy.
Dare to defy.
This is defying all.
Defy the fans.
I won't.
Defy the taste of the populace. Oh well, but yeah, so. That's that shouldn't look too bad there. Though I mean, it's like, wow, that's red. Fucking hell. But yeah, that's what she looks like in the comic. But that's not too bad. But anyways, we'll have a look at the spearhead for this, because I saw it scrolling through my Facebook feed, and I've liked the comic book resources and Screen Rant pages, because I mean they are pretty much the same website. Let's be honest, they come out with the exact same stuff. It's just that one's more comic book related and the other's more movie related. But even then, they're exact same website. But I was scrolling through it and I laughed my arse off, because the tag that they decided to go with this up above it was a quote. Was one of the comments that they were talking about in the comments that they're talking about in this headline here, and it said she'll defeat the Joker by asking to see his manager, and it's what really makes me laugh about this whole thing is that they're showing you these comments, but they're showing you to go, isn't this horrible? But you're probably sitting there laughing your arse off at it. It's kind of, right, I don't want to Godwin this automatically, but it's kind of similar. It does remind me of this. Apparently, back during the war, we know where we're going with this. The Nazis actually did this thing where they showed they had two art viewings. One of them was I can't remember what it was called, but one of them was for approved art, art approved by the Aryans, the Nazi party and everything. But then they had another showing that was called degenerate art. And it was all the stuff that hadn't been approved. It was like, this is what's horrible. This is degeneracy. This is awful stuff. Guess which one was more popular? It's kind of it kind of reminds me of that. I'm not trying to say that the people running CBR are Nazis, But that's what I'm saying. No, I'm not saying that at all. No, but it does kind of remind me of that. It's that sort of, it's the moralizing. It's the sort of this is horrible. Or look at this. This is degeneracy. This is terrible. And then you're looking at it and going, actually, this is really fucking good. But so Batwoman trailer suffers massive comment bombing on YouTube. I don't know what comment bombing is.
Comments they don't like.
Yeah. Right. That is what that is. But
this has been happening since ever.
What this
people.
means.
Jesus.
What this means is people commented on a YouTube video and gave their opinions.
Yes. And there are some shitty trash opinions. There's some some okay ones. There's some moderate ones. Some boring ones.
There's some great ones.
Some great
that they show. But of course they're the ones that they think are awful. But anyways, right, let's have a look at this.
I've been onto the comment section of like an audiobook that I found on YouTube, and there's been shitty things on there. I don't care.
Yeah, it's comments.
It doesn't mean anything.
This is no, it doesn't. People say shit on the internet because they can, and I wouldn't have it any other way. I like the internet being the Wild West in that regard. I like it that people are getting their aggression out somewhere that isn't the street, because apart from me, it's communists that get their aggression out in the street, and we're not communists, all right. Anyways, the first trailer for Batwoman premiered earlier this week. Oh wait, I was reading this earlier in a sort of hoity-toity kind of pearl clutchy way. The first trailer for Batwoman premiered earlier this week, showing a look at the upcoming CW series cast. However, the trailer now seems to be experiencing comment bombing on YouTube. This is what happens when you have a comment section. It's terrible, isn't it? But as of writing, the video has already received over 3.1 million views, but it has over 196,000 dislikes. That's as compared to 53,000 likes. Sorting by top comments yields the following results. Now, you see, this isn't the best one. It's you've got it will when it fits a woman. That's it, totally ruined, so cringy. And it's yes, you're right, it is cringy. I mean, you can be cringy without being, agenda driven, but this is definitely agenda driven. You can see it there, but anyways, we've got some better ones. We've got female villain, female lead, female love interest, female supporting cast. They missed a good opportunity for a female father. Conclusion, cringe level paladin. This one's a bit like Superman, lead, Batwoman. Yes, every month. Well, I guess she would. She's a woman. Thank you, Vic Holic. There we go. She'll defeat Joker by speaking to his manager. But there was another one that was even better. We've got it's Batman's suit, it's Batman's symbol, it's Batman's cave, it's Batman's Batmobile, it's Batman's tech/gadgets. I'm not about to let a man take credit for a woman's work. Yeah, but it was the one
Trying to be Margaret Thatcher. It's just.
I like this. I need you to fix this cave. The cave is literal perfection. It will be when it becomes a kitchen. It is very old school, but sometimes the old school ones are the best, and they still work. That's the thing. I mean, look, it's here.
Yeah.
They were offended by it, so it worked. It's like, hey CW, here's some free advice. Your writing should be focused around the character, not the character's genitals. I don't see any problem with that.
Yeah.
What's wrong with that? I mean, I go back to Terminator and Alien. Like no one was focusing on Ripley's genitals. Like it had nothing to do with the. I mean. Anyways.
Yeah.
In addition to these comments, there are many decrying the show's feminist agenda in quotes, as if it's, what? I don't see it. I see any of this at all. No, the comments here are in many ways reminiscent of campaigns against such female-led movies as Captain Marvel and the Ghostbusters reboot. When the show... Right, look, they deserved it. They did. Captain Marvel deserved it. And we saw Captain Marvel. and it wasn't very good.
Mm.
It was very. It had a lot of cringeworthy feminist horse shit in it, and overall, it wasn't a very good film. It was very mediocre. You know, it was like a. It was.
I honestly, I've like gone over the whole feminist shit. It's like, yeah, that's a given. I'm more just annoyed at how much they don't really get a lot of the space stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
first, just like having Skrulls just look like people but green.
Yeah,
So they look like monster people. And so you actually got to use more of a budget from what the millions you get from your movies. Get to work. And also Ronan the Accuser saying, "I will get that woman" or something. And he never did.
Yeah, they never did. What the hell was that?
And like I say, they didn't read anything.
It's and also they almost ruined Nick Fury.
Mm-hmm.
They turn him into a joke. At one point, they actually sent him out of the room so that two female characters could sit in a room and talk to each other about something other than a man, so that the film could pass the Bechdel test. I'm certain that's why they did that.
I never really noticed that, to be honest with you. But
Of course, I noticed these things, but I'm certain that's why they did that. It was so obvious and so brazen to me. But yeah, of course they make it so that Nick Fury's eye injury was caused by a cat scratch.
feminists just can't stop looking at it.
It's just I don't know what it is about cats. It's just to be fair, some of the jokes surrounding the cat were some of the only ones that landed.
Yeah,
you know, but,
yeah, I won't deny that. It's kind of amusing.
yeah, Ghostbusters movie.
Yeah.
I started off kind of going, it's kind of, but then I looked back over it and said, no, that sucked.
It's
It was
so bad.
terrible.
It's such an empty
You know,
movie.
it's very empty, yeah, and it's nowhere. It's got nowhere near the same wit and you know.
As Captain Marvel.
It's got nowhere.
I could say at least Captain Marvel had that, like the main Skrull guy. I thought he got some good line. And Nick Fury was okay from what it's worth. But
yeah,
Ghostbusters, barely a joke landing.
yeah, barely.
There's some odd ones, but
Yeah.
they're not memorable.
Yeah, it was just a horrible movie. But anyways, when the show picks up, Gotham City is in despair. Gotham City is in despair. In Batman's absence, the city has become overrun by crime. Even as her father Jacob makes desperate attempts to keep her safe, Kate throws herself into danger when her ex-girlfriend is kidnapped by the Alice in Wonderland gang.
It's called that.
That's what it's called.
No, it's
What?
actually it's the religion of crime, isn't it? Or
I thought that was what it was, wasn't it? Yeah, it was the religion of crime was that was the Greg Rucka thing. Anyways, with a little help from Luke Fox, who readjusts Bruce Wayne's Batman suit to fit her, Kate, just make your own fucking suit. Jesus Christ! Like, come up with your own fucking theme. You know, your own gimmick. Jesus Christ! Kate swings into action to save her ex-flame, thereby engaging in the damsel in distress trope that feminists are always crowing about. Oh wait, damn, and maybe Gotham in the process. It's Kate Kane, yeah. The Kate Kane iteration of Batwoman first appeared in 2011's Batwoman #1. The character is an out lesbian and was expelled from West Point due to "Don't Ask, Don't Tell," a policy of the United States military that barred openly LGBTQ people from serving. Its repeal was officially enacted in 2011. Okay, there we go. We know about that.
okay.
So it was to do with "Don't Ask, Don't Tell." I remember that. Basically, I think you would just like if you joined the military and you were gay, you just didn't tell anyone. Like, and if it came out, then it was like, okay, off you go. But that's been repealed. So you want to stop talking about it?
Yeah, I wonder if it will go through with it, because then technically it's just like, why?
I don't really. I mean, I always thought that maybe, like, you know, one of the upsides of being gay was that you didn't have to be in the military, you know.
I remember John Morris saying that.
Yeah, John Morris. I think Christopher Hitchens said that as well at one point. But yeah, that was yeah. Come on, like, how many of you really wanted to join the army? Come on. But yeah. Anyways, written by. I've got to stop saying anyways.
This is nothing.
Written by Caroline Dries, and developed by Berlanti Productions and Warner Bros. Television. I have no idea who that is, by the way. Caroline Dries.
Dries on the windowsill.
Caroline Paint Dries.
Caroline sun-dried tomatoes. Caroline something to do with a feminist.
I don't know. Caroline. All right, I'm gonna do it. Caroline Dry Vagina. There, I did it. God. I'm the one. Look, I lower the bar around here. I know it. That's my duty. That's my duty as a man.
You were the bar. What?
That's what I do. Okay. So Warner Bros. Television, Batwoman stars Ruby Rose, Rachel Scarsden, Megan Tandy, Cameron Johnson, Dougray Scott. The only people I know here are Dougray Scott and Ruby Rose, and I only know Ruby Rose because of John Wick 2 and this whole thing.
I can't remember if she was in one of the Fast and Furious movies. I wouldn't be surprised
she might have been. Of course, I remember Dougray Scott. Last time I watched a movie with Dougray Scott, and it was actually I was watching Mission Impossible 2 again, which is a must see, by the way. It's a crappy movie, but oh my god, it's amazing.
Oh,
so Elizabeth Ann Weiss and Nicole Kang.
Kang.
Nicole was Kang's to her
Don't
mates.
blame me. I voted for
Kodos.
And Kodos.
Oh god. The series will air Sundays at 8 p.m. Blah blah blah. There's no premiere dates. Okay, so basically, so we've got at the end. They just kind of they don't really round this off or anything. It's kind of half opinion piece, half news thing, because it's like it's quite clear that they're taking a moral stance on all this stuff. They're clutching their pearls at things like this. I'm sure there's worse stuff or rather better stuff in the comments. I mean, we haven't actually looked at the comments of this trailer, if it'll load up. Well, yeah, it's pretty much the top comments here. I don't know. Let's see if there's anything here. The hero that Gotham doesn't need, doesn't want, and doesn't deserve. We didn't deserve this. That was what the little girl was about to say. Oh, it's bad. We didn't deserve this.
What the fuck is going on with this guy? What is that from?
I don't know who this guy is. It's Willem Dafoe. Hey, kids.
I'm Cro-Magnon. Willem Dafoe.
I'm the goblin that lives in your closet.
Oh, if you pitched a movie to me, like Willem Dafoe will play a goblin caveman, I will bring in the pickup, like the forklift truck of money so hard at him or at you that you will die probably. So it will never be made. I'm a man of words. That's
a hell of a Twilight Zone episode pitch you got there. It's like, oh no, I killed him with all the money.
Why would
never happen? There's other filmmakers.
That's when they invented sending money to bank accounts.
That's why they did
That's the origin of that.
We're not even talking about this anymore. She says if she's I'm going to take credit for a man's work. He says if she steals and changes Batman's suit, taking credit for his work.
What the fuck is this plaid?
What is this? What's this now?
I'm just having a laugh now. Doom is more boring than open world Doom is more.
Alright, I don't know. Just dropping by to leave a dislike, I salute you, sir. You're doing God's work.
This comment section is why this video is on trending. Probably.
Oh no, look. He did the OK sign. And it's a black hand doing it as well. It's like, oh my god, those black white supremacists, they keep showing up everywhere. This trailer gave me cancer. The comments are the cure. I agree with this, man. What's this? Okay, what's all this then? Batman, master detective, master in several different martial arts, spends years training his body to physical peak, spends years understanding criminal psychology, trained by assassins, master engineer and physicist. Batwoman. Batwoman is a woman. That she is a woman, and that's enough. Also, guys, did you know she's a woman? Just wanted to clarify because the trailer didn't tell us enough. The most difficult try not to cringe video ever attempted.
Nancy Drew show.
Are they? Right, they're doing. Oh, CW are doing a Nancy Drew show.
Oh God, it's gonna be I Am a Woman as well.
I'm a woman. They should just make a show called I'm a woman.
I'm a woman, I'm a woman, I'm a woman, woo. And I can do the song.
I'm a woman, hear me re.
I'm a woman, I'm a woman, I'm a woman. I'll sing the song for you, but just. This
is true. If this show flops, who is to be blamed? Men, woke as fuck. I don't know what did he just. This man has narcolepsy. he has the worst case of narcolepsy I've ever seen. He actually types himself sleeping. It's true though. The show gets shit canned because there's not enough ratings. He's going to be blamed. Specifically, it's going to be all the fucking fragile males and incels.
Fragile.
I don't. That's the argument you always hear whenever you hear about a show or a movie like this.
I'm sure there is a fragile man watching this, maybe reacting and then shooting himself for reasons that are not to do with the show.
Yeah,
but that's
possibly.
not a thing you can just go.
Possibly, it's but the thing is, it's all just all the criticisms of this, they're all just fragile masculinity. There's no actual legitimate criticism to be had of this corporate production.
So it's the first time I want the hero to lose in a TV series.
Really, it's the first time? Are you sure? But yeah, it's just that's fragile masculinity. That's it. There's no other argument or anything like that. Yeah. Hey guys, I think it's a woman this time around. Just a strong hunch, nothing concrete. Oh God. But the thing is, it's basically that don't think, just consume the product and then get excited for the next product. And if you criticize, then you're a fragile incel. So, yeah. This is we've decided that this trailer is indeed shit. We will. I'm sure we'll probably at some point see how the show gets on. Probably not. Probably not.
No.
I don't give a shit, really. But because this show is probably going to get shit canned.
Sorry, you present to me millennial villain. I see no stakes, so I'm not gonna watch.
Yeah, I don't care about any of this. It looks just.
I'm mildly curious.
It's also tiresome.
I'm mildly curious about how much they're going to demonize Dougray Scott at any point. Just he's got a lot on his shoulders, but
Oh well. So that was the Batwoman trailer, and this has been Chris and Glenn's journey to incels.
Incels.
I've been your host, Deadeye, and this has been the wonderful, sexy Christopher Baird.
Sexy. Oh, you're right.
And may you ride the night to the morning sun.
Yes, goodbye.
Goodbye.